But, Angie says she's like, Angie felt remorse about her behavior, like being like, going to the weed, she said, with Lisa. But
Mhm.
she was like Heather was trying to talk to her first about it. So she's like, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And it's like, she said, like, reoccurring takedowns from Lisa. And Heather was like, I'm just hopeful that if I go talk to Lisa, she'll open up her heart. And I need you to open up your heart too. And Andy's like, what am I supposed to do? She's like, am I supposed to just let her keep hurting us?
Mhm.
And it's in her confessional. And Angie's like, I just don't want to, I don't want to let her keep bullying everybody. That's what she does. She bullies people. And Heather's like, I understand that, but if anybody can change her, it's us. And I'm sitting there like, wait, Heather, no. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What do you mean? She doesn't. It's not going to be you guys that changes her. It's going to make it worse. Your
Right.
housewives show where you have to fuck each other over. And guess what? They're at the point where they're making up plans for them to do shit because they don't want to fucking hang out.
Mhm.
Like, so now we're going on a yacht. So that's the next one. That's going to be the takedown next week. But even with all this drama, right? So like she's like, we're gonna have a yacht trip, and then fucking all things. Lisa goes, Lisa, we're talking about. Lisa goes, oh great, Angie's coming. Oh, that's good. She'll get a chance to be on a yacht, like probably her first and only time she'll ever do that. I'm used to being on Big Lots. I'm like, Lisa, you just ruined it. Like you literally just a tiny bit of accountability. And then there's an episode with her and John, a scene with her and John, where she's like, John, I went to the psychic, and he said he picked up on us not being on the same page, and John shut her down too. I was like,
Mm-mm.
he said, yeah, he's like, you don't listen to me, and he's like, what I say is not important, and she's like, but
Mhm.
I don't think I'm wrong here, and I'm like, oh, Lisa, and it's
Mhm.
I felt bad, but I'm like, I felt bad for him. I'm trying not to feel bad for her, but like, I know I probably appear wrong a lot too sometimes, but it's like, I don't know. She's on TV, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
kind of like it's crazy. So then they're going on the super. She's like, "Oh, we can enjoy ourselves on a super yacht. Angie's gonna love it." And then Heather's like, "Man, you guys are some sad bitches." I'm like, Heather, don't make me like you. Like, then Todd and Bronwyn, which I always feel like their conversations, I enjoy them. Okay, but
Mhm.
this was one where they go on a date. This is like next day. They're at the ice cream shop, and basically over a cherry, the last cherry, they go through this great conversation, and she's like trying to talk to him, and he eats the last cherry, and then she goes nuts on him. She's like, Todd, I told you not to take my cherry. Like, you just don't give a fuck about me. And I just told you 5 minutes ago. And like, literally, like you're ignoring me because I'm trying to talk to you about Lisa. And he's like, I know. And she's like, I know you don't care about the details. And Todd's like, no, not at all. And he looks up and he goes, I don't care if I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire or something like that. I was like, oh,
Wow.
yeah. And I'm sorry. There's two ice cream shop conversations. That was the end of the second one. The first one was about how she doesn't listen, and Todd's like, she's like, you need to take a pause and realize that like I'm one that I want everyone to like me. I always want to fix everything. That's why I keep going back to this girl. And Todd doesn't
Mhm.
realize too, like they are on a show, they are on a TV show, and they kind of have to hang out at this
Mhm.
point. So it's like, he has to kind of like she wants to keep the peace. It's easier, like you choose your battles, but it's just with that, I feel like Lisa, you got to just realize you're on a Housewives show with Lisa, and she is literally has going around and going to bloggers, kind of like a Teresa move, with a fake Finsta or a fake Finsta, which
Mhm.
I never knew that meant fake Insta. I'm like, where's
You
the
didn't know
Finsta
what?
at? I didn't know that Finsta meant fake Insta.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, like,
I
oh, with
didn't,
a fake,
I
yeah,
didn't know
like
that.
a,
If you're like, oh, she
I
has
see.
an Insta, she has a Finsta. I'm like, a Finsta. I thought it was an app.
Uh-huh. I
So fake Insta.
She probably has a lot of Finsta.
Well, I really do believe she was the one that was communicating with Dana last year. I do.
Yeah.
Even though Dana said it wasn't Lisa, like adamantly makes me think it was because everybody thought it was her. Like, and
Yeah.
actually thought it was Meredith too, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I just wouldn't be surprised. I just wouldn't be.
yeah, I feel like you know something.
What'd you say?
I feel like you know something.
No, I don't know anything. I just know that she, like, I had a friend that, like, has been my friend I met through in the Housewives community. I won't say their
Hmm.
name, but I
Hmm.
know that, like, is very, like, media, like, he's very, like, he's, gives honest perspective, like, he's not
Yeah,
biased.
yeah.
And he said something, I don't even know what it was. It was like a year ago, but he was like, she literally was like in my DMs, like choosing violence, you know? And he was like, damn, Lisa, you know, I didn't even really say anything that bad for you to pop up in my DMs, you know? And I was like, geez, she really is like online paying attention. She's like, kind of reminds me a little bit of like Jennifer Aiden almost, because like Jennifer is always reading what's going on online. She doesn't want you to know that. She would never admit it, but she is always like watching, I feel like, somewhere lingering.
That's why I think that we should make literally an actual thumbnail that advertises that so she sees it, so they come in and look. Because I'm not trying to hide from how I feel. Like I want to know why they're so fucked up. Like if you hear me talk about you, come defend yourself, please. Make me give me something to hang my hat on and be like, okay, maybe you are just fucked up. It's not your fault. You know what I mean? But no, it's not attack.
I think that she is like on another, you know, Jennifer's on another level.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't belong in Jersey. Like I don't know how she's even more like I honestly I get surprised she doesn't get beat the fuck up. Like I'm not kidding. The way that she fucking goes around and not even on the shit, like fucks around everybody around in the near, like just in general around her. She thinks that like I don't know what she thinks. I really don't know what the fuck she thinks. Like she's not above like.
I think she's trying to find out if Teresa's coming back to New Jersey, because I think she can handle it a little bit better knowing that they're both not coming back. But if Teresa comes back and she doesn't, she's going to be pissed.
You just made my heart. You just made me even almost want Teresa to come back.
Yeah, like I think that's what it is, because, you know, Jennifer was doing all of that, you know, in the name of Teresa Giudice. Like, I know. Gabriella has text messages, like she sent Jennifer and was like, you know, it's going down, like save yourself, and gave her a couple of names of people at Bravo to reach out to before everything like blew up, you know, for Jennifer to sort of save herself. And Jennifer did not want to take that opportunity to do that. And she decided to go down in flames with Teresa instead. So, and then she made it so easy for Bravo after that whole Jersey Mike thing. Like, it's so easy for Bravo to get rid of you. You know what I mean? Like,
I think you should include that in there too. Like, I want people to know really what kind of human she is when nobody's looking. You know what I mean?
For sure. There's lots of text messages. I mean, so many text messages. Like, the DM, because, you know, that whole thing with Melissa Feaster that happened at BravoCon. Yeah. There's actually text messages from Jennifer responding about it, because one of the girls had DM'd Jennifer and basically had kind of like told her off and was like, you know, you're a shitty person because like this was going down at BravoCon and you just let it happen. And Jennifer responded and was basically like, Melissa Feaster was drunk and she was hitting on me and she was hitting on Bill, and she said how she wanted to F me and yada yada. Yeah, like the whole, so just like corroborates everything. And then also there's text messages that like show, I just posted these the other day, I think, that after the party where Jennifer and Danielle get into it and Danielle like hits her with that glass or whatever, that Jennifer went right to the kissing cousins and gave them everything that happened, because like the next day they came out with like a podcast, you know, the whole, it's just all so perfectly aligned. It's very obvious what they were doing. You know what I mean? But yeah. It's crazy.
I remember too, like how when she threw the glass, was it at BravoCon? She tried it, but like literally it was after. She literally threw a glass at like Joe or something.
Yeah, that was at BravoCon. That was at the Gansevoort Hotel, which, if you know how that hotel is set up, and I'm sure you do if you remember, when you go into the Gansevoort Hotel, the elevators are like across the lobby and like down a little hallway. Yeah. And so, it's like, it's the way she threw that was so ridiculous, because she would have, like, if you see how it's set up, you would have known you weren't going to hit Joe or Melissa or anyone with the water. Like, you just did it at the end because you looked like such a little, you know what I mean? Like,
but dude, she does the thing with her. She knows that security's going to hold her back, so she runs her mouth.
Right.
If security wasn't there, she literally committed a felony when she threw that glass at him and tried to blame him for it. Like a violent felony. Like, think about it.
And she got the elevator guy wet. Like, that's what
Yeah.
was so shitty, was it wasn't even, you know what I mean? You just basically threw a cup
Mhm.
of water on the elevator person. Like,
Kissing Cousins is a podcast, Amir, I think, right? It's a podcast. They're they
I think it was like a bellman that she threw the water on. He was
no,
like,
no, Amir was asking me who the Kissing Cousins are. And she said it's Achilles. I said no. I don't know Achilles.
They're Teresa's, you know, her little her podcast. It's basically Teresa Louie's podcast. I mean,
I don't even think anybody knows who they are. I don't even ever see their things anywhere.
Really?
Maybe because I don't look it up or something. Maybe so it's not in my YouTube feed.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I just I mean, you know, we all know the ins and outs of that situation with Roxanne and Teresa, and you know, and I break a lot of that down about, you know, Louis getting going for them, and because essentially it was beneficial to them to have podcasters in their pocket, because then they can their narrative, you know what I mean, through that. And then because Teresa wasn't paying like a paycheck per se, you know what I mean, she was paying her and basically gossip and exclusives, and so she would take that and, you know, put that on her Patreon basically. And that's how it kind of got into the fact that she was breaking her Bravo contract, because she was telling everything that was happening during the season to you know, the Kissing Cousins, the Roxanne, and then she would go and charge it, you know, on her Patreon, put it behind a paywall, and make $8,000 or $10,000 off it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think Bravo like had put all of that together, right? Because, you know, we say, like, we know everything that happens in New Jersey before, like, we know all what's going to happen all season before the season even starts. Like, Jennifer,
like, what fun is that?
To their, you know, for their own advantage because of the obvious, you know. So that's why it's always been sort of like, you know, when Gabriella would have the phone calls with them, it would always be the attorney, you know, Teresa, Louis, Gabriella, the Kissing Cousin, and another podcaster, like, and they would come, you know, have their meeting, their phone call, and whatever their strategic plans were. But, you know, with the Cousins having the podcast, obviously that's giving Teresa and Louis validation. If you have a big, you know, because to everyone else that just thinks it's a podcast,
they think it's an actual real fucking podcast. It's actually real people.
And that's why whenever everything happened with Orange County, when we had said, like, Teresa and Louis infiltrated Orange County over Tamara, and when Tamara and Jen fell out, Teresa and Louis reached out to Jen and Ryan. That's how Jen and Katie and Katie's daughter ended up on that podcast, because yeah, exactly, because yes, yes, because if you think about it, they never covered any other franchises. Like, they've always pretty much stuck to New Jersey. I mean, they might have lightly covered other, but they've always been New Jersey, New Jersey. And I think they had a little bit of an awakening when they realized when New Jersey went on pause, because they didn't have much of an audience like other franchises. And so that was kind of their way in, you know, Jen and Ryan in and take them under their wing. And yeah, that's how all that happened. That's why they went on her podcast. That's why Katie's daughter went on their podcast, and then the nanny went on their podcast. It was all full circle back to Louis and Teresa, obviously.
See, guys, I told you, when it was all going on, like, before, like, when it was all coming out, and before that, even that, guys, I was telling the guys, like, I know that they're fucking doing this. I know that they're making this toxic. I know they're paying other. I said they're doing something, and that was only because of the pizza shit. Because I had no idea how far reached it went. And then when it finally came out, and I was like, oh my god, I told you so. But that's okay. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, because that's why everyone's like, why does Orange County feel so dark this year, and yada yada yada. I'm like, that's why, because you're not getting it's been infiltrated. All because they're mad at Tamara, which is like insane. You know,
they're so stupid. It's Marge's fault, remember, not Tamara's.
Right.
It's Marge's fault.
Right.
But it's, the thing is, like, the only time it wasn't, like, I was doing Who Saw You on Marge and Teresa when that was all going down. I kept saying, Marge, shut the fuck up, please. Marge.
Mhm.
Please, not again. I got to take her side on this one, Marge, because she told you shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
Lily doesn't need an introduction. We already know who's stupid. We know this dumbass motherfucker on a beach and in fucking shorts screaming like a maniac about doing cocaine and shit. Like,
Mhm.
we know, Marge, we know. Like,
Mhm.
man, you know, but it's like, once you fuck, and then I said, please, a miserable Teresa is miserable everybody. If you fucking make her mad, she's never going to, and she never has not. To the very end, she never let it go.
Mhm.
The last thing she was doing was screaming at Marge. Like,
Mhm.
it's not Marge's fault. It's not. It's Lily's fault. But that's okay. We'll save it for later.
I know, it's crazy.
And
Like,
to see it in writing, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. Oh. Like, I
mhm.
knew he was dirty. I knew it. Like,
Mhm. Yep.
but I'm glad that you have all that stuff. I was wondering. She said at one point, "I'm going to sell my stuff," and I'm like, "Sell your." And I was like, "That's actually not a bad idea." But I guess can't be in your fucking mailbox. Thank God, because I wanted to see it all too. But thank God it's you. Nobody else is
Right.
share all that for sure thing. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Talk about it.
yeah, for sure. Because it's like I have so much stuff and it's like they shut down they always will like try to get my account shut down, try to get my account demonetized. You know what I mean? Like I've taken so many
Whoa.
hits, like
And you
you know
think
what
it's
I
that,
mean? Like on my accounts, like for what reporting that, what you know what I mean? Like all this stuff, and it's
dude?
like I have to put it a little bit behind a paywall because if I don't, then
Fucking
like they're fucking with my account. So you know what I mean? Like
I swear they got to be on your Patreon. I know you could probably see, but they would probably go under a fake name. They have to be watching it. They have to.
I don't know. I don't know if I have to go through the list and see. Because like
I
part
want
of it is like I leave a little bit of it like out, you know what I mean?
to.
Because I
Yeah,
feel bad. I don't want to have to charge people. Like obviously if I could
yeah.
just give it away for free, I would. I
Just
kept
send them
giving away free
nothing.
content for the last 4 years. You know what I mean? Like I've
Right.
done it all. And
Mm-hmm.
it's taken so many hits. I've been doxxed. I've had cease and desist sent. You know what I mean? Like
Remember
I went
that?
through it and I've always never ever had a paywall. And that's why I was like, I have to put some of this behind a paywall because it's so like, you know, it's
Yeah.
so detailed and it's, you know, I just don't want to be attacked for it. So it's possible that they're, you know, checking
They
in.
are.
They might not even know that it's really there. I don't
Well,
know.
I'm gonna. But we have to make sure. Can I please? Like, I really, really want them to say. Like, I really want them to know that. They don't. Like, I really want them to say it. Like, I just think that like. I don't know why I'm being such a shitstorm. Because I feel like they need to hear what people really fucking feel. Like it's crazy. I don't think she cares, but I just feel like she doesn't deserve to like try to talk to people like her cousin and her like and Joe and like really like after everything you said, Teresa. Come on, like
Right.
people have to remember who you are, and I'm always the one that just I'll be the one to remind them
Right.
along with you. Like you just like you've seen it. You were actually oh man, like I couldn't imagine.
It was
Having
bad. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so diabolical that she's trying to make up with her brother and it's
Guys,
just
who else is it?
all obvious.
Yeah, who was it? Kathy O'Keefe, you said? Can you?
Yeah, I heard that she was trying to make up
Guys,
with her first.
I need my EpiPen. I feel like I'm allergic to him right now. I feel like he's the right.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing.
Okay, but
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
get
it's
off
okay.
topic.
Like I just I think it's fun that people can hear about it too because I want everybody to come over and listen to it.
I wanted to say that I cannot believe Roman's husband did that. Do you think is he a complete asshole? Is that what it is, or is he not good on camera? What is it?
He is okay because Lisa really fucking. He's just one of those husbands that he sees right through it. Right? He doesn't understand that it is real life, but she's also playing a little bit of a game too. But the things that Lisa does are so hurtful, like bring up her daughter. So it's more about what he said about the daughter, about how the relationship that's really not anybody's business between her daughter and her daughter's father's family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she said he's like he should have just listened to her because she was for the third time I've seen her trying to be engaged with him. Like they're having a date night. It was nice, and they get mad about the cherry, but it's not really about the cherry. It's really about just being period and not being doesn't listen. And she's like, I'm just saying about the cherry, and I'm like, oh man, I feel like I just have the same conversation. But Heather also is like she goes to try to get Lisa to see what she does wrong. Then she tries Angie, tries Lisa. So in the confessional, Heather's like, I appreciate Angie's taking accountability. She's like, in my heart of hearts, I believe that Lisa is capable of admitting fault as well. And I think our conversation is going to go well.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and Heather told Angie she thought that the group was going to have a blast on their trip. And Heather's like, as she talks about bringing out that Captain Jason's going to be there and um, something about taking off her bra or something like that. I don't know, some joke like walking out. Like, huh? So I don't know if Heather hooks up with Captain Jason. I don't know if I heard that or not. Did I hear that, or is that just something I'm like?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, so I heard. I don't think that she's this type. I don't know. It is what it is. But so then so the whole fight with Angie and Mary starts to get really disgusting because apparently Angie was making fun of Mary's farts. I'm not kidding. So, okay, we'll move to Lisa and John real quick though, because I just saw the picture it reminded me of. But so Lisa was packing for the trip, and she says when she talks to John, and they had the psychic last week, and she had a communication problem, and John's like, I barely get 4 words in, Lisa, you cut me off, and you always think that you're right before the conversation or the argument even happens. So I don't get a say. It doesn't matter how I feel. And he's like, I don't really want to hear what I have to say, so it doesn't really matter. Because again, in your head, you're always thinking that you're right. She does say, I could do a better job of listening to him. She's like, but the issue wasn't one-sided, John. And she's like, I feel like you're wrong too. John goes, well, everything you do is perfect. It's always me. She likes again. And I was like, oh man. But like seriously, she did say. I mean, I feel like he probably always has just like, okay, that's just how she apologizes. That's the best I can get out of her is like just a half of an apology. But this time he's like, no. But she is somebody that really is worried about her marriage. She doesn't really care to like take just, I don't know, even if she thinks she's completely wrong or completely right, just give in. He wants you to validate his feelings. But I just feel like that's who she is. And it's like, I don't know, I mean, I think after what happened with his family, did you remember last year or last season when she went behind his back to find his adopted family?
No, I don't really remember that.
No, he did not know who his family was. And she thought it would be a good idea to find his adopted family. You want me to drop the link? Is that what you? Yeah, I can. We just gotta remember we gotta stick to less than an hour, like you know what I mean. And then, but I know, listen, honey probably wants to come up and talk about her bestie. It's Lisa. No, I am curious because like I feel like she's doing the best that she can with feelings. Like it's selfish. She is a little selfish, but it's more than we've ever seen out of her.
Right.
It's like it's almost kind of like, okay, like if she would just stop being such a bitch, like she would be really cool and humble, and then she would say something like, well, Angie's never been on a yacht, and it's their first time, like all patronizing and like acting like Angie's some poor bitch when she's the one with the real money. And that's like, I'm like, wait a minute though, like Lisa, shut up, you're the one who's having money problems allegedly, or dude. But the fucked up thing is like all the stuff that's going on with Bronwyn behind closed doors with her, like, which I feel like is bullshit. And all these things are stupid like fraud things, whatever. I don't know. At least it's the one doing it. And it's like, how do you say you're going to move forward with somebody and you care about somebody, but then you go and you do this? I mean, unless it was Whitney.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't either. But so he does he have an adopted family?
Oh God, I didn't finish the story. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So, okay, yes. So apparently she finds, I guess it's his adopted mom, and I don't know the story, but his mom never told her husband and the kids she had after him about John, I guess. I think she was really young or something. But he didn't really want to, it didn't seem like he really wanted to find her, but Lisa did it anyway. She finds them, and then she talks him into going to a Thanksgiving dinner, I think, with the family, and he got treated like basically the redheaded stepchild. It was something really like he was really hurt by the situation. And I really believe that was because I think he was like felt like she overstepped, and she did. And she said last season he's gonna have a hard time forgiving me for this, and I do believe that's the actual issue. And Jackson can probably give me more insight on it, but like I feel like that's what they're having a hard time coming back from, Because I
Wow.
really feel like he does blame her for how he feels. He feels neglected again by his mom for the
Wow.
second time in his life. And I think she's the one who thought it was, and I can see her side too going, well, I want him to meet his family. She probably thought, like, she had a great family, so everybody's family is like that. And it'd be such a
Right.
great story. You find your long lost son, but I don't think she thinks about, like, what if that's not what they wanted, Like, maybe his mom
Mhm.
didn't really want him. He didn't look for him. I don't know, but I feel like John is finally, like, he's trying to take a stand. And I don't know. I think he's one of those guys that would literally probably just one day just leave. Not
Mhm.
argue about it, like I've been telling you, Lisa. Like, I do feel like he
Mhm.
is accepted her to the point where, like, I don't think he is in love with her anymore. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I feel like she does seem like somebody that would be very regarding of like his feelings, or you know what I'm saying, like that she knows
Yeah.
best in all situations, and you know what I'm saying, like, and he probably let her run shit for a while, you know what I mean, like how some husbands are like, happy wife, happy life, but like when you take that too far in all circumstances and you think that, you know what I mean, then that can be like really detrimental to a relationship. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what, I don't
Yeah.
know, that's just what I feel like has
I
happened.
do feel like I do. I feel like it's resentment, like you said, and I really, and not even that, like not even that part, like it's just the part where he thinks that she doesn't listen to him at all, and I think that's
Hmm.
another example of it when she just did it behind his back.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Level.
Yeah. You're right. You're exactly right. And I think so too. And she has that personality where and she does it with her sons too. And I think that's why he's like, you know,
Not wanting to be around her.
well, that's why he was like, oh, I think it'd be good for our son to,
Have
um,
them please.
yeah, to like be out living on his own. And she's like, I don't think he should be allowed to do that. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah. I also feel like when he said, "I don't want to be anything like you guys," I was like, "Oh, geez." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
it's what I mean, but then you got to look at them and say, like, I guess you do the best you can, but she's only trying to, like, be the cool, protective mom, too. But I think it would be a good idea for him to not to have, and I don't see him at home, so he obviously likes to be on his own.
Well, I mean, and you have to consider he just went away on a mission for 2 years. So it's kind of like that's like somebody going to prison for 2 years and then coming home and living. You know what I'm saying? Like you've
Yeah.
just been on your own for 2 years in a whole other country around other. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he
Yeah.
did a lot of growing up, and so like to come
Mhm.
home and be under your mother's thumb, I think would be a little strange because
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You kind of are supposed to prepare your children to go out into the world and to be able to make it as adults. That's actually like your whole job as an adult, as a
Mhm.
parent, is to prepare your child for the real world. You want them to not need you. You want them to be able to function and
Mhm.
do those things. And so it's kind of like it shows how unhealthy she is mentally, that
Yeah.
she doesn't see that and wants to like bring him back home and have him, under her thumb. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to
Absolutely.
want your children to like go be free and like you want to be there to help, like you want to be around to help them, because they're going to make mistakes when they're young. And I don't know. I felt
Yeah.
like I was like, "Oh, that shows she's not healthy, she's not well."
Not healthy. No, 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 no. And like the fact that she still can't, like the way that she's acting, when she goes immature, when she says things that, like Angie's money, and then behind Angie's back, like making digs like that, like grow up. Like, why do you think that looks cool?
Right.
It's not cute. You're not 20. You're like 40.
Um I did find out some tea though about the soup man.
Yeah, what is soup man? She tried to act like it doesn't mean anything now.
Okay, I guess gosh, okay,
That's
let
what
me
Heather
think how
said.
this.
Heather goes, who's soup man? And
It
we said,
wasn't
I
soup
cleaned it up.
man, it was suit man.
I
Angie
that's right,
said
soup
soup
man.
man. She did that on purpose to try to deflect because I guess it's
Um,
somebody that she dated before Sean.
20
And
years ago?
I know, I don't, but he also
Yeah.
dated who hosts the GoDaddy podcast.
Oh, I know who, oh, fuck. I forget her name. The blonde
Well,
chick.
I guess
Yeah.
she
Call her
dated
daddy.
him
Mm.
too or something. There's some kind of connection there. So I don't really know if it's that Angie dated him before or if she was dating him. I don't know what the rumors are, but they had some sort of relationship, and he has some sort of correlation to the GoDaddy podcast and the podcast
Oh,
that
wow.
started that. I don't listen to that podcast regularly, but the I guess the Suit Man has obviously been discussed on that podcast because the people that listened to it knew exactly who they were
Wow.
referencing, and because I don't know. And that's what somebody said. They're like, Lisa and Angie just know each other's deepest, darkest secrets. And when one of them goes low, they both start to freak out because they know a lot about each other, which makes sense. And that's why Angie K kept saying, I don't know a Suit Man. I don't know. Like, she wanted it to sound like soup instead of suit so that it would confuse everybody and throw everyone off of her trail a little bit, which it obviously worked because a lot of people didn't put it together. And I noticed Meredith Marks, when she did her confessional, she said that she thought it was a reference to Seinfeld. Do you remember the Seinfeld episode with the
Yes. When he's the suit or suit?
The soup guy, because he would be like,
Oh,
soup
okay.
for you, no soup for you.
Oh,
Remember?
I remember the suit when what's his name had to take off his suit because he didn't have any clothes, and he had to switch clothes with somebody, and it was I forget the guy's name, the crazy hair guy. That's what I thought about the suit episode was.
No, there was like this restaurant in New York City that Elaine like had the best soup in town, and for whatever reason, when she would go in there, he would always say, "We're out of soup," and he wouldn't give her. You know how Seinfeld is.
Yeah.
Dumb episodes, but for whatever reason, he wouldn't give Elaine soup, and they started to call him the soup. I don't want to use the other word they followed with that, with everything that's going on, but basically, he wouldn't give her any soup, and she would come in and he would like put his finger out and be like, no soup for you. Like, and the next person would come in and be like, I want a cup of soup, and he'd be like, okay, and he just literally would not serve Elaine soup. And so that's why that didn't make any sense to me when Meredith said that in her confessional. So I mean, the GoDaddy thing and the Suit Man, that sounds legit. I just haven't had enough of a chance to do a deep dive into what it all means, but that's allegedly the correlation. I don't know if she was cheating on her husband. Maybe they all cheat on their husbands. I don't know. I don't know.
I think that I don't know. I think that Sean and Angie might have an arrangement. I do. I don't know.
I do too. Because he's in the beauty industry, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I went to beauty school. I did the whole thing. There's lots of barbers and, males, it's 2025 and all of that. But I don't know. It does seem, he does. But she is so well dressed and so well styled and so well put together. It's like somebody has to, is it him helping her? Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. I just think I just like her style, and I think that they just have a great business friendship, best friendship. They might have had their thing, but maybe they just have an arrangement that nobody else's business that really, And if people find out, they find out. If not, then, they can protect their union. It's I don't know. When you have a dog and a human in between you, like your whole daughter, then your whole dog in between you, that's a little I mean, okay, guys, but still, he's hot, and that's not everything, but they're a good looking couple, and maybe they just want each other to be happy, so they let each other be with Suit Man and Suit Man, Suit Man, Suit.
And maybe they just do it for the daughter. I think a lot of people hold on until their kids graduate, high school and stuff before they make that move. When depending on how important the whole facade of, I kind of feel like that's what we're seeing with Kyle and Mauricio too, a little bit. Why haven't y'all gotten divorced yet? And why is nobody saying anything that you guys haven't gotten divorced yet? I think that's very strange. It's just strange to me. And the only thing that would make sense would be financial issues, and or they're waiting for Portia to graduate high school because it's so important for them to still be a married couple, I guess. I don't know, while she's I don't know. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me. Because why wouldn't you get divorced? Why would you, if you guys are amicable in all of these situations and you're able to be around each other and get along with each other and do all this stuff together, why in the F can't you figure out how to get divorced then? That doesn't make any sense. Then it should be the easiest divorce ever. You guys have doubled your net worth every year for the last 13 years that you've been on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Literally during the pandemic, you still doubled your net worth. What's the problem?
I know. And did you hear there was some like picture that went out that was supposedly Kyle, Mauricio and Dorit walking
No,
into a hotel or something?
I
And I
did
said,
not.
somebody's like, it's AI. I'm like, it actually does look like them. And I said, I don't know if that's Dorit, but I don't know if anybody else heard or saw that, but I saw it on some blog when like
Hmm.
other ones, and I'm like, somebody could have just made that up. They were like, no, it's real, it's real. I'm like, that's strange. I'm like, why would they be out in the open, guys? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to pull it
Yeah.
up there. But
No.
no, I agree though. I don't understand. I really can't stand those two. I think they're both liars, Kyle and Mauricio.
Yeah, they are. I agree with you
Like,
100.
where's the fucking 70 million, motherfucker? Where is it,
Yeah.
Kyle?
Yeah.
You know, like he had that money. You don't just take 70 million or make that much commission and your wife doesn't know about it.
Right. Right.
And then you're taking it from the most dangerous man on the planet, one of the most dangerous men on the planet. That's who you stole from. Dumb fuck.
Oh
Like
my.
I have a problem with somebody that doesn't think about their family before they commit fraud. Jen Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
You have kids, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that like yeah, and I just can't believe like he's an embarrassment. I think he's an embarrassment.
Mauricio?
Yeah. Well, dude, like, did you hear about like his like fetishes with the kitty
Oh,
cat?
I did not. But I mean, I've been knowing about him and his sexual deviancy for a long time. Um,
Really?
I think he's always kind of been an embarrassment. I wish I could find this one. It was like a comment somebody left somewhere
Mhm.
on like I don't remember, but it was basically like they were like a publicist in LA like 10 or 15 years ago before Mauricio and Kyle like really had made it big, and she just talked about how he's like the kind of guy that like eats oysters and then washes his hands in the pool
Yeah.
and is grabbing girls' asses, the whole 9 yards.
No, this is
Basically.
worse. This is like this is oh this what's her name? Guys, I always forget her name. The one that was in
Dorito?
Sanity Kane, the Sanity Kane chick. With Steady, the blonde with the big boobs. Oh my God, Pauly Dezak.
Oh, wait, hold
Oh my
on.
God.
The one that he was on Dancing with the Stars with?
No, 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 no. This is literally he was having a secret affair with this chick. He did what? Oh my God, what's her name? It was the singer from Sanity Kane with the blonde. Oh my God, Pauly Dezak. Damn, from Jersey Shore. Oh, Amber Andrew. What the fuck's her name, guys? You guys. Anyway, she's on a podcast. She's telling an OnlyFans story about a housewife's husband, and she goes into says everything basically except for his name, and tells the
Mm-hmm.
story about what he suggested her to do. And she's like blocked, and it's disgusting. It's
Uh-uh.
kitty cat bowls, dressed up in kitty cat suit. I'm gonna go get 3 kitty cat bowls, and then you're gonna eat a bunch of In-N-Out burger on your way over here, so you get nice and stuffed. And then you're gonna get on your hands and knees, and ugh, and then I'm gonna f you in them, and then you're gonna turn like all kinds of crazy shit, and they're gonna throw it up, eat it, and then I'm gonna fuck you out, like all kinds of fucking shit.
What?
And she said block, and she goes, yep, his wife now, he's got a hit show on Bravo, and she thinks she's a lesbian. Yeah, she's a lesbian now, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Mauricio. Oh my God, it's Mauricio. And then everybody basically knows Mauricio.
Uh,
I yeah, there's a clip of it on YouTube. Well, the whole podcast episode is on YouTube, but I played it for people a couple times. I was like, guys, you
uh,
want to throw up? Like, and now I remember all the times that she wore a kitty cat costume for Halloween. Kyle,
uh,
ew. Like, could you imagine finding out your husband? Like, even if he requests out of Kyle, but like, imagine if he goes and does it with somebody else. It's literally like in the public eye, and
dude, that is
it's
like
all
some
about
like that is like I swear that is like some like sadistic like
weird.
Satan worshiping type shit. Like you're not eating
Yeah,
that sort of, you know what I'm saying, unless there's
yeah.
something dark and deep rooted evil. And I'm sorry, but that's like,
If you have a
they
checkered
say
sword, yeah.
they talk about like how the people sometimes like people that are into like dark
Mhm.
magic and stuff, like they eat their own vomit, and like that is like demonic
Yes,
to
that's
me.
what I wanted to
And
do.
yeah, and I feel like that's what those sort of acts are like, the same thing almost. Like like that is because that is so foul. I
And he
mean,
wants to like do you throw put it in your mouth. Ew.
yeah, that's
No. Like
um
one end and then turn around in the other end while you throw it up in no. Mm-mm.
um
No. No, sir. Goodbye. Block, sir. Like
well, that he was like hitting up girls off of Hollywood Boulevard, and one of them was like wrote a book about it because she was like
no, I didn't know that.
yes, there was a whole book about, yeah,
No.
I tell people this, and everyone I swear, you guys are all sleeping on me. Yes, in a
Well, this
book.
is
It was
Oregon.
a book, and it was Eddie Murphy. She wrote about Eddie Murphy too. She had like a high end clientele in Hollywood, and
Oh,
he did. It was actually she was transgender, and so she wrote a book about becoming, I think, like transitioning, and she talked about some of her high end clients in Hollywood. One of them was Mauricio. One of them was Eddie Murphy, and she talked about how like he would bring it, like she gave, like he had the option of having, bringing somebody else in, and he took that option, and the role play and the whole 9 yards. And that was like
no.
around the time when oh my gosh, remember the girl next door, the blonde haired Kendra Wilkinson was married to the basketball player, and he was caught cheating with on her with a transgender. Do you remember that?
Eagles player. He was an Eagles player. Yeah.
And then now she works for the agency and allegedly was sleeping with Mauricio. Yeah, she's into real estate now. Allegedly, her and Mauricio had like a little thing going on. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, he has no shame, it seems.
so, and I think I could see that from Mauricio a little bit, especially
Yeah, I do
there were
now.
like clips of him. The daughter was like getting married. They had like a party, they had a bunch of different events and stuff. And I don't know who he was with, but he was like dancing with and I just kind of was like, I don't know, maybe he, maybe he dips both places. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like when you want to, the things he was saying to Aubrey, it was Aubrey O'Day. Sorry, Aubrey. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
to listen to that because I'm
I'm
shocked.
gonna find I would find a clip now. It'll just take me too long, but I'll just show it to you. I'll have to bring it up. It's if you just go and I wish I could remember the name of the podcast because you can't really put in like Mauricio and Aubrey O'Day. It's just like Aubrey O'Day interview, kitty cat costume or something. And
Okay, I'll look it up.
it's so fucked. And it was right around. She's telling the story right around when he was like the whole Morgan thing was going on, and he was out with like the chick from Dancing with the Stars. So of course everybody's like and she's saying everything except for his name, and it's like, oh boy. And then she said Housewives, and now his wife's just saying she's a lesbian. I'm like, oh fucking goddamn it, Mauricio. And like Dana would always talk about the one chick that he was having an affair with, the porn star, but she never runs her mouth, and that's what you're supposed to do, not run your goddamn mouth. So, like,
Who was it?
Oh guys, what's her name? Oh god, she's a porn star. She's Brandy's best friend. Brandy does the OnlyFans with her.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cute little blonde, cute little fucking blonde. She wasn't porn, and then she cleaned up her image because I think she thought that her and Mauricio were going to be together, and I think he tried to clean up her image, had her on a Glamour magazine or something. It's like, okay.
Okay, is Aubrey O'Day the person that runs the GoDaddy podcast?
No. But she was on it though. She was on it once. Yeah,
Okay.
Aubrey. Yeah, she's just that she was on Danity Kane when Diddy was putting the band together thing. And now she was dating Pauly D, and then she was also dating one of the Biden. Was it the Biden guy? No.
That was Megan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She married him.
No. Don. She dated Don Trump Jr.
Oh my.
Yes. For like 6 months.
Okay, Alex Cooper is the girl that does her daddy. Yeah. Okay, somehow Alex Cooper and the Suit Man and Angie K. I don't know. That's all somehow some sort of yeah. I wonder if it's like her episode on overcoming toxic men. Is that it? Or was the episode on her own podcast, or if she wasn't on?
She was on another guy's podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but I think you can find it it's definitely on YouTube. There's a clip of it, and it was like sometime last year. Okay. But she's really she doesn't talk about him the whole time, but she said fuck this guy. I was like, good for you, girl, because she's like block. I'm like, good. Like, you don't need that motherfucker. Like, no, girl, no. Like, you are way better than that girl. But she was on Terry. What did you say? She was on Terry. Oh, she was on that show, Watched or something. She had an affair. Oh, she had an affair with Donald Trump Jr. It was an affair. Oh, okay.
She's very
pretty.
Yeah, she is. I think so.
Pretty girl. Yeah, I guess she was getting her boobs. She has big boobs. I think she was getting them reduced. Like I just feel like she was. I think she really liked Pauly D too. It's a shame because she was on that show with on MTV. That was like your ex comes, three exes come to the beach or something. Ex on the beach, and she thought Don was coming and Paulie was coming. I'm like, Aubrey, come on.
That's funny.
But I do. I mean, I laughed when she told the story. I was like, that's what you get, scumbag. Like people need to know you are dirty, dude, and you have a wife, and that's what you're doing. Ugh.
Ugh.
It just really, I used to like him a lot. I think he was the hottest housewife husband ever. Besides Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
want you to find. You're gonna die when this story is so bad.
didn't think there was anything worse than the whole him in the book situation, but like, dang, I didn't realize it was.
Yeah. Like that's some things I just can't get. I can't.
And that's why I'm telling you guys that there was more going on behind the scenes between Dorit and PK and Kyle and Mauricio. I don't know if they were all sleeping together. I don't know, but there was some freaky shit going on between them.
They definitely. I said they probably fucked, and he probably didn't want anything else after that. Because what are you gonna do? Having a relationship with your best friend's husband? No, you're gonna fuck, and that's it. But the way that she kissed his back in that scene, I'll never forget it. That I don't care. That right there is a tell to me. You don't kiss some dude's back. It's like they just fucked. It was like
that's
a weird.
What I mean. And the way that Kyle is with PK, and that she feels so entitled to be able to message him without any regard to Dorito is like telltale to me that like you've slept with this man. That's why you feel like you can have this relationship with him, because
it's weird. Yeah. Why do you think you guys are friends too? That's weird.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I'm telling you, they were doing some freaky shit or something.
I wouldn't listen. They have checkered floors, okay?
Yes.
Kyle, Mauricio.
I have a clip of her talking about how she worships the cabal. She was on Watch What Happens Live. She was doing the classes with all of them, Demi Moore and Kusher and Madonna, and that's how she's doubled their income every year. It's cabal worship.
Like, I mean, literally, like,
she literally said the cabal. She literally said cabal.
That's crazy. So do you know how Kathy Hilton, right? So Kathy Hilton is best friends with Corey Gamble's adopted mom, this blonde chick named, you know who I'm talking about, right?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Corey Gamble is he is the heir to Mary Kay Cosmetics.
I had no idea.
Yes, he's got this really rich right family. They adopted him when he was 3. They're best friends with Kathy and Chris and another bunch of white women who sit around in checkered jackets and take pictures in a group. Literally, a group of women, rich white women in checkered black white checkered jackets. They're at some kind of meeting or some kind of something, and there's a picture of it. And I'm like, yo, he's definitely CIA. Like he was definitely bred, like adopted into the CIA or something, or to the Illuminati. Because motherfucker, Corey Gamble's like, where's motherfucking Waldo? He's everywhere. Death scenes, security. He pops up motherfucking everywhere. And I'm telling you right now, he's either fucking like security for them after they got robbed in Paris, or he's trying to make sure the money does get washed. All Justin's money gets stolen and washed in the church that they have that nobody knows about. Like I don't know if he's watching them, because he's sure fucking Kris Kardashian. Okay, come on, that's real. Like they can play and laugh. It's not funny, but it is. But it's like then you see how she's best friends with his mom. That's really gross. Like ew. Like you're fucking. Come on, Chris. Like just say it. Like he's there for security or something, or he's just as fucked up as you. I don't know.
I know. Something's definitely a myth.
It's definitely not for money, because he has enough of his own, you know.
Right.
Okay, so I just saw a fucking thing from Up and Adam about Teresa on the TikTok thing.
Oh, really?
Teresa responds to our TikTok. Oh, geez.
Oh, gosh.
I'll play it.
Well, that's because he's tagging. I mean, I did you notice he's tagging everybody? He's tagging them in his TikToks. Why is he doing that? Do you know why?
Adam, because he hates her.
But like I noticed that like pretty much whoever he does a TikTok on, like he tags them. I didn't understand that. Did you?
Well, yeah. Well, I used to think, because I wanted them to see it. I've been talking about you.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it's kind of like annoying to people. Like I thought I didn't know they could just not tag, you could just like hashtag and people would still see your I didn't know a hashtag meant it was easier for people to like find your content. So I would tag people instead.
Oh, okay. I
But I
just
saw
like I normally am like, don't tag these people. Oh my God. And
oh, it's
Adam's over
something
here
new.
tagging them, and I'm like, damn, Adam, like you woke up and chose violence today or what? Like, what are you
I
doing?
know, I know. I'm gonna have to check them all out because oh, he does. Oh my God, he does.
Yeah,
He's
he
so honest.
does.
Dude,
I know.
him and I haven't spoken in years, but like the fact that he's now going after her, he needs to like fucking now. I can say I want to tell him I told you so. I really just want to say I told you so. Fucking told you. Fucking told
Yeah.
you. He makes you act out of pocket.
Yeah.
She pulls you into the
Aw.
weeds.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna have to play some of these for us later, guys. I can't wait to talk to you about this because it's just
The
crazy. Like
thumbnail of do you know what podcast she went on when she was saying it? Because I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to look to
it is
see.
so yeah. It was like last year or the year before.
Okay.
I wouldn't look up podcasts. I would look it up on YouTube because I don't know what
I'm
these
on
podcasts
YouTube, but I put Aubrey O'Day podcast kitty costume.
are. Just
Just
like I guess. I mean,
okay.
yeah. If I have,
Sorry, I'm obsessed. I want to see it because I'm like, I
I
want to
know.
answer this. She's so pretty.
I should have saved it a long time ago, but I always but they always grab it because I'm like I think Dana had it at one point, but
Oh, I bet this is it because it's Aubrey O'Day didn't have sex for 3 years after toxic Pauly D relationship.
yeah. Wait, is the guy on the left of her? He's like a bigger blonde guy, blonde
I
hair.
don't know. This is like I don't know if somebody did. Hold on, let me see.
It's
It's like
a guy and her, and like they're talking. It's like right in it's in the middle. I think it's like at 43 minutes or something.
okay, okay. I'm
In.
gonna find it.
So I was going to make a thumbnail for your Jersey thing, and your Patreon link. Is there a link to your actual? Because it's a link,
Yeah,
right?
there
Like,
should be a Patreon link. Uh huh.
okay, just to yours. Okay, so it's a good Patreon. It'll be good just to yours, right?
Yep.
Just okay. Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm doing it while we're closing up here, but because I want to be able to put the link in the chat for everybody.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Let me see if it's on my YouTube. If you can, do you want me to try to send it to you
no,
real quick?
I think you already texted to me. I think actually when we first
Okay.
started talking. Yeah, so I think I did.
Okay.
Guys, you
I
guys
try to put it
definitely.
where I can.
And then we can like take a teaser out of it for people, like you said, like you'll tease it.
Yeah.
It works for Dana. Um,
Yeah, I feel like that's like the model. I think like, David does that too pretty much.
yeah, I guess yeah. See, I'm so like I'm not really. I had a Patreon a couple times. Like I have my own, but like I don't know. Like I didn't know that you could actually have like a free one too. So that's
Mhm.
really
Yeah, that's what's nice now is like you can post it and you can literally like make if you didn't want to even have a membership, like you could charge like if it's like say you did a deep dive or a series, like you could just put a price on the series alone, which is probably what
oh
I'll
okay.
do till you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
eventually then that way, but like and then you can post completely free content. So people can be part of your Patreon and not have to pay anything and they'll see your free content, but like your the other stuff, you know what I mean? Obviously, you have to be
Yeah.
like a paid subscriber or whatever. But yeah, I think that they're like getting better at that and they're getting like now they put discount codes in there. You can like run a sale or whatever. And like they never used to do that. But I don't know.
Mhm.
But I mean, I just I feel bad because people are struggling financially. It's like so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like also it's a lot of work too for you. So you need
Yeah,
to. Yeah.
that's true. It is a
Um.
lot.
Is it called? It's not. Is it Housewives 401 or no? Just is it just Housewives
I think it's just Housewife
Historian?
Historian. Let me see.
So we have to like. I had to go through. I was like, all right, we got this one's not here
Let
anymore.
me
Like this is not here.
see. I swear to God, I thought I had it
Why
in.
just because I was like looking for
Let me see.
like a picture, but it's pulling up your Housewives 401. I didn't want to put them on there if you
Oh yeah,
still.
it's not putting. I know that's so weird. Let me see here. Let me go on here and grab it for you. I'll get the exact link. I
Okay.
need to update this.
But I love the fact too that you have other. She has other Housewives content in there too. You're so
Yes.
educated and you're so much like you
Stop.
retain things way better than I do.
No, 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 no. I do not. Trust me. I do not. I am. Yeah. I barely like retain. I don't know. I think it's because I lived the whole New Jersey thing is why
Mm-hmm.
I like can remember it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm just
still just
all.
um.
This is that somebody has all that receipts, proofs, and timelines on her because it's everything I've ever said about her, and it's just proof that it's true.
Yeah,
Like
it
Erin's in
is.
here right now. Erin
It
was doing
is.
Erin that's in the chat now. She was the one who was doing whose side with me in the very beginning when I was on Teresa's side with the March stuff, and she'll
Mhm.
say like I was Team Teresa for like 3 weeks when it was came to the March stuff. I said it's never gonna end, and it didn't. It just didn't. Like, it
Oh,
just
that's funny.
it never end, and it's crazy because it's like I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen March. Thanks, bitch.
Mhm.
But then you
I
guys leave
know.
some rando to dinner and marry him. Like, what are you doing? He's not. We don't know him yet. We don't know him. He knows he's over here. You let me go here, Teresa. He's wearing goddamn no-nos pajamas, and he thinks that's okay. Like,
Okay, I put it in the chat. Um, okay, I put it in the chat and in the comments, I think.
yeah, I just got it. I have it up there now.
Okay. And I sent it to you in your text messages.
Okay, good.
Um, yeah, I can't wait to get into some more of these receipts because they're good.
I
They are
know.
juicy, you know? They
No,
are.
dude. I mean, she has everything. I'm proud.
Everything.
I'm so proud. Like,
Everything. And I have so much more. So definitely, if you're into the Teresa drama and what all went down behind the scenes and everything, like I've got it all. So it's definitely worth, it's worth it. It's worth your money because it's everything. Like there's, at the time it was happening, it was going down, there was so much. And it was just like,
mm-hmm.
people didn't know what to
Where
believe
to
and
start
like,
too? Like, where do I
yeah.
start?
Right, exactly. Like, and there's so many characters. Like, you got, the attorney, and you got
Mm-hmm.
Melissa Pfeiffer, and you got Melissa's old nose, aka Gabriella, and
Yeah,
so it's just a lot of Melissas, a lot of Gabriellas, and yeah. So that's why I'm just breaking it all down.
I know. I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
got it. I'm like, good because my favorite thing to talk about is race.
right, exactly. We love that. So
It
yeah,
literally was a race to the bottom with them. Like
I know.
she just, it was like they, and if people had to go low, but she always
Mhm.
went lower, and it's like, dude, come on,
I
like it.
mean, I know it's crazy. It's sad because like I said, I think she took such bad business advice from so many people that it just went so badly for her and she did it to her,
Yeah,
taking and
bad advice you mean from Louis?
yeah, from Louis and James, from both of them, because
Oh God,
they were in cahoots towards the end, So
right.
because James had a lot of influence over Teresa, and I think that he had a lot of power over her finances, probably before her and Louis got married, and when Louis, in my opinion, whenever the money stopped rolling in for him, he probably wanted to get rid of James. I don't think that he liked James, but at that point, he'd gotten rid of so many people on Teresa's team. She had nobody really around her left that she trusted except for James.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he was nervous that if he would push that, push to get rid of James, that it would be a red flag to people like maybe Joe Giudice. And
Uh-huh.
so he decided to befriend him and get in cahoots with him. So it was basically like Louis and James, you know, colluding together and then instructing Melissa and he also had him helping with, everything that was going down with Vanessa too. So,
Wow.
remember that's why James comes to Teresa and Louis' house to have the meeting with everybody about
That's
Vanessa.
yes, that's right. That's right. And how he
Yep.
tried to like literally be. How can you literally defend that? Like,
Yep.
how in the fuck did you sit there and defend and make that a point? How is that? How does that prove anything?
So
How does
at
that prove
that
anything?
point, you had Louis, James Leonard, and allegedly Bo Dietl, all three of them conspiring against his ex Vanessa. Like, what could this woman have
No.
done to you that's so terrible that you have all of these people get?
Um,
Like, that's crazy that
because
they
he's obsessed
all.
with her. Because he's so
Yeah.
obsessed with her. If he can't have her, he's gonna torture her, and that's what he did.
Yeah. I mean,
He
that's
married.
crazy.
He married Teresa. I'm telling you, he married Teresa to fucking get back at his ex that left him at the thing. I'm telling you, he picked a star because that's what he needs to do. He needs to one up everybody because he's always got to be he's just
I know.
I
It's
don't know.
crazy.
I really do believe that like he's like, oh man, she's rich, she's famous. It
Mm-hmm.
didn't matter who
Yeah.
she was as long as she could get him up and
Mm-hmm.
elevate him and like get in front of his ex's face. Oh man, that's everything. That's it, that's like food for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. I know. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, that's, they were all ganged up together. Like, I don't know. It's very strange. It is
It's just
strange.
very like delusional, is what it is.
Yeah,
Like,
it
you're so
is.
out of touch with what the Bravo audience actually really wants from you now. Like,
Mhm.
we don't want your toxic. And I remember saying to you, and I didn't know. I'm like, why is this toxic? What is going on in
Mhm.
Jersey? What is happening? Like, and you're
Mhm.
like, oh, no. And like, it really nobody could figure it out right away because we didn't know she was doing that shit. It took me about a year and a half to figure it out. Like, that's why.
I know. It's crazy. It's so crazy, all of it.
And like, she still thinks that she can deny all those things.
I
But you
know.
have the fucking proof.
I know.
The
I
proof's
know.
in there, you know?
I know. I know.
Oh,
I
man.
know. It's crazy.
People have to remember that. Like, they really need to. That's why it's like, now I think it's been long enough that people are like, you know what, now I can probably pay attention to it because I don't have her in my other ear going, don't believe anything. Everybody's just like me. You'll see. You'll see, everybody. Go
Right,
attack them in the
right.
comments. Go buy a fucking, go buy Batsu. They look like a fucking asshole. Like, it's like, what up, Teresa? Come on, man.
You're so
You,
right.
yeah, but you don't have 15,000 people that like you. Get the fuck out of here overnight. No. Sorry, hon.
Mhm.
You know, like, and the fact that she fucking talks about it is so ridiculous.
I
Don't
know.
accuse people of getting bots when you know that's what you do. Like,
I
just keep
know.
your mouth shut. Like, just shut up. Stop
I
telling trade
know.
secrets. Like, what the fuck are you doing, some bitch?
She
Like,
really believes like she really believes I think that the audience is like dumb enough or whatever you know what
yeah,
I mean, like,
she truly
because
does.
how do you think that people really are believing and buying all of this, but they do, and they do, and it's like she, just like when they got on and did like the emergency podcast after BravoCon, knowing,
Mm-hmm.
that all of that had happened, like they, getting on there and just blatantly lying to everybody, and having Melissa Pfeiffer lie to like when you
And have
see
to
her do
fucking,
that, then you're like,
yes.
oh, she's capable. She's very much, and it's also easier to like pinpoint where else she is lying because she's not a great
Mm-hmm.
liar.
She's horrible.
Yeah.
She's the worst because like and people know now that like she can just sit there. I swear on my four daughters. I swear on my
Uh-huh.
daughters he didn't do that.
Right.
What? I'm sorry that he probably did lie to her, but like, dude,
Yep.
I don't know. It was obvious he did.
Yep. I know. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, but I got all the receipts. I just keep posting them as I come along with them.
I'm
And
just gonna
hope
go finish up the one from now on.
everyone enjoys them.
I mean, it's so fucking like it's messy, but it's like it's also like I said, so delusional that it's almost like into entertainment almost at this point because we don't have to
Mhm.
worry about like I mean at this point I don't care if she attacks me in the comment section like we're not she
Mhm.
at this point what did she can't do anything that she hasn't already done to people so
Right. I
you
know.
know I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
anymore.
I know. And it's so funny because I just, that was their tactic for so long was to make people feel isolate, you know what I mean? Like isolated or however, because they didn't want them saying things or whatever the case may be. And like now people are like, no, we don't care. We're going to say whatever we want to say. And it's the truth. And here's the receipts. And we don't care if you don't like it, Teresa.
I mean the fact that she will put things in her own name like with her little like you know like literally checkmarked fucking DMs like with your name like her
Mhm.
check mark with her name. I'm
I
like,
know.
wow.
I know.
Yeah,
The audacity, right?
the audacity. That's the thing. The audacity.
Mhm.
Like, why do you
Yep.
care so much? I'm like, I just don't like people that are bullies. I just don't. And
I
she's the
know.
biggest one, you know.
Mhm. Yep.
But all right, I put a picture of him. I think it's him and Roxanne. I feel.
Yeah, I did. I did. It was Louis and
Uh,
Roxanne. Because
oh,
like everyone taught, well, not everyone, but like I've heard through, that they kind of like they're almost, it's like Louis kind of went behind Teresa's back to everyone and like he has like his own relationship with them. You know what I'm saying?
that's
And what'd you say?
so fucked up.
It
Like
is
he's
messed
so
up.
fucked up. He's so fucked up.
I
That's so
know.
fucked up to do.
I know, but I really think that's what he does, and that way, they kind of are in cahoots, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
deciding what they think's best. It's like they all think she's too dumb to make any decisions. It's you know what I mean? It's almost like they all just don't think she's
Yeah.
smart enough to make a decision for herself almost. I don't know. Like because why do you guys
Ooh.
all need to do all of this conspiring behind her back to try to talk her into whatever you want her to do for your own, you know, I guess
Yeah.
I don't know why, like why do you care really, why does Roxanne care what Joe and Teresa do if they make up or not? You know what I mean? Like
I
why
know.
like
That's what I didn't understand. Is it because of money? Or because how could she really hate Melissa? She doesn't know her. You know what I mean? Like
I
she doesn't
don't
know her, you know?
I don't know. I think that like I don't know. I don't
Just
know.
like I just found it strange that like people actually believed some of the things that she tried to sell about her brother.
I know.
You know, like, and it's like, dude, what? I mean, I know, like, if after a while, you guys are like, holy shit, she's really fucked
Mhm.
up. And it's like you
Mhm.
kind of just like want to take her side. You want to take her side. You want to take her side. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's like you can't after a while. How can you defend the defenseless? You know, or
Mhm.
indefensible? Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. 100%.
Oh,
100%.
we're not streaming on that. What am I saying? We're just recording it. Wait, are we doing a fly or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever you're ready.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Are we hopping off this one?
No, not yet. Just I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
I just want to make sure like when I add on the stream if I just do YouTube or not. But doesn't matter. Just want to okay, you're hosting it. Sorry guys. I try to like shoot gum walk at the same time.
You're so funny.
But yeah. So has anything happened this week? I've missed like a lot. Like I watched Potomac.
Mhm.
Um, anything happened with like Wendy and Eddie this week?
I
After
think they like came out and made statements and I don't know, they were just like thanking people and for like their love and support, I guess, if you will.
mm-hmm.
And that's I guess great, sure, yeah. Uh, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have a lot. I actually did an episode on my Patreon about them because I just think that there's, I don't know, something's a little a myth to me between them. I don't think that they're that dumb. I don't think that they're that stupid to be so sloppy about this. I don't think that they did it necessarily because they need the money. I think they were trying to like puff out the books for that for his business because I think they were going to turn around and try to sell it and say that it was probably worth
Hey,
more than it actually was.
really?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
Because that's why she's like laying the groundwork in her confessional and talking about how lucrative the marijuana business has been. She said that like before she even got arrested, the episode the week before that, she said that in her confessional that it was super lucrative. They're making a lot of money. There was a scene where Eddie's like telling the kids that he's traveling because they're adding his, line to another state. Now he's in 5 states, yada, yada, yada. And so it really feels like they were laying the groundwork to like value their business higher than it probably was worth, and they needed some money to show. Because I don't know, I don't know. It was so terribly planned and executed and so sloppy that I just cannot think that they would be that stupid. I'm like, did they go on vacation and spend too much money and be like, okay, what we're gonna do when we get home is we're gonna,
No, but
uh,
like, I wonder like what makes you get that greedy? Like you really think that they weren't making like I was wondering maybe something happened and they needed the money and they were desperate or something. But like if you're doing it just to pad your books, oh my god, oh man.
Oh, I found this one post from Melissa Feaster. She had commented and put, if you want to tell stories, Roxanne, and all about the lies, please get your facts straight. I have never once subscribed to a single Patreon, let alone waste one penny on two people I've always been nothing but nice to. As a fellow podcaster, wife, and mom, you think that you have more respect towards one another. Clearly you don't. And as a friend of Teresa's bashing her podcast host, it's a joke. Oh, and FYI, please don't ever talk about my husband again. He has more dignity, kindness, and respect in one pinky than you both combined. Have the best day ever, sugar pies, or should I say, the day you deserve.
Yeah. Who she said it to you?
She said that to Roxanne because Roxanne was trying
No,
to
oh okay,
say
okay.
that Melissa was buying. This is Melissa Feaster. That Melissa Feaster was
Yeah.
buying their Patreon, and she's saying because like Roxanne, what happened was like they got jealous of Melissa Feaster hanging out with
Mm-hmm.
Teresa because they want to control Teresa for whatever strange reason, and they were like mad, because Melissa Feaster has money. She's in California. Like she has all the things, her husband has connections. She has more money than Jennifer, more money than you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like she has
It's just
everything they
something
don't
that's jealous
have
people.
basically. And so they were like basically talking shit about Melissa. They would always be talking shit about Melissa Feaster to Teresa. And then like they were also talking about it on their podcast, and she was like, "How can you basically say you're a fan of Teresa, you're standing for Teresa, you support Teresa, but then you're bashing Teresa's podcast host? Like that doesn't make any sense."
Exactly. And especially
Yeah.
the only friend that Teresa actually fucking had.
Yeah.
actually gave a fuck about her was Melissa Feaster, in my opinion.
Yeah. I
You
know.
know, and it's a shame that she took really really bad advice. Like you said, that's bad business advice right there to not have that podcast. Because now
Okay.
where is it? You know,
I
it's
found the
gone.
text message too. Remember when I told you about the whole situation with John's ex
Yes,
at the
yes,
halfway house?
yes.
Okay. And so this is between I think Roxanne and Gabriella. And so this is so Gabriella says, "Hey, just talked to Teresa about the Britney stuff. Oh Lord." Roxanne replies, "Yes, so Eddie's tweeting tomorrow about it, and once it's out, let's share it and put it out there." Okay, perfect. The one up the ASS question mark. And she's like, "Yeah, remember he likes it up the BUTT." And she's like, "Oh yeah, ha ha ha, call you when my daughter is asleep." And uh she puts Teresa wants it out there. Roxanne replies, "No, he's tweeting that John called her halfway house and silenced her and posting the Sun email pic so it can be fresh on social media in case these assholes want to push the narrative against Louis."
Oh God forbid. I can't believe.
Yeah, so
Like,
that's was
proof.
part of that whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
oh, I never called. They literally, they deny how much they denied
I
that
know.
shit.
I
Roxanne's a
know.
piece of shit. She really is.
I know. I know.
I don't understand. How can you what do you think's gonna happen? Again, all this influence. You guys are being influencers with somebody who's fucking washed the fuck up.
Mm.
They want to fucking change it. They want to ride her coattails, but she doesn't have them anymore.
Mhm.
She destroyed them, and
I
it's
know.
just you know.
Yeah. I know. And then I have all these text messages Jennifer Aiden.
Good.
Um like so many. She's like, yeah, when she was trying to find stuff on Danielle, and she said, this is after they're resuming filming. I'm just trying to look to see. She puts like
I don't
she just she was trying to get dirt on Danielle. She's coming after Danielle. That whole situation. So got text messages on that too.
again, putting it in your name. What kind of criminal are you? Honestly,
Yeah,
you're an
not
asshole.
yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, in her own name, guys. They're like, yes. I'm like, no way. I'm like,
Mhm.
really? Teresa's
Mhm.
denying it.
Mhm.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Crazy.
I ended up with it. And how about that packet? I don't know many people know about that packet that you received, and honestly.
Oh yeah, I just was downloaded my they sent it to me on Telegram. I just re-downloaded my Telegram to see if I could pull that. I think I have it in an email somewhere too, to be honest, because I think I forwarded it or saved it or sent it to somebody. Um, yes, it was like 300 pages of
300
like
pages
300 pages.
of
Yes,
Louis
it was.
stuff that Louis done. Oh my god.
Yes, it was like his life, it was like everything with Vanessa, and it was like I said, it was very, very, very professionally put together. Very much obvious that like a professional had done an investigation, if you will, into him. And yeah. Yes,
Wow.
300, and it was a lot of court docs and like stuff. I didn't want to touch anything with Vanessa because I just felt like it was like a sticky situation,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she works in the mental health community, and like so do I, and that's why I've always said like I never talked bad. I never call her site, none of that stuff, because
Yeah.
I just didn't, whatever. But a lot of it is like about their relationship, and like all the paperwork from like when they got in those fights and they were like
Mm-hmm.
drinking, and like all their court documents, and the text messages, and just everything, like the works, and from I think like his first marriage to the boys' mom and a couple of girlfriends in between, and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah, a lot of just but the juicy stuff, of course, I brought, talked about. Like one of them was the whole when Teresa's car got stolen allegedly.
Yes. And I
Yeah,
couldn't
all
believe it.
that.
I'm like, guys, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. And nobody's leaving. I'm like,
I know.
people know that. People in our
Yeah.
town know where it is. It's at that fucking garage. Or it went to that gas station.
I
With
have
people
no
in the
idea.
yeah. Well,
I mean, I think it's, that's what I'm saying. Like, how could Wendy and Eddie be so like, I don't know. Something doesn't add up to me with that whole situation, because Eddie's in the legal community. If you're getting indicted, like the legal people, the
Mhm.
clerk of courts know everybody's business. And honey, that's because they be telling everybody's business too. Like there ain't no
Yeah.
way that they were up there indicting them on, all these counts of forgery and that they had no idea that was coming down the line.
I know.
Like you can't tell me that. And,
I
and but
know.
then it's like you guys had all this stuff in your house that you knew you had was stolen. You said was
Mhm.
stolen. Do you know what I'm saying? Why would like
Yeah.
that would be like literally that would be like going and robbing a house and keeping the stuff in your home and waiting for the
Yeah.
police to show up. That doesn't make any sense. Like this is
Yeah.
common sense. This isn't and it's not
No.
like this is like an event that was just happened and they were like, "Oh my god, we were just making decisions on a whim." You planned this. You know what I'm saying? You planned it. You had that doesn't make any sense to me.
I know. I know. I know.
That does not
It,
make any sense to me.
I
I
know.
just can't understand it. I can't understand it. I don't understand how that doesn't and you guys are making all these insurance claims and stuff. Again, I don't understand how if you can't file multiple claims, with different
No.
and like so when they weren't paying you out because not all of them actually paid out, then
Yeah.
you would have known that they were flagged you and knew something was not right because you didn't get paid out for it. So that should have tipped you off right there that they're on to you. They're on to something.
Yeah. I know.
Do you know
It.
what
I.
I'm saying?
It's like kind of like yeah. That's why I thought maybe something was wrong. Because it's like
Yeah.
why? Like it really blows my mind being on reality TV or going to be on reality TV if you're committing fraud. Like
I did in my episode on Patreon. I talk about how Tom Girardi was like that was one of his written rules was like he would always tell his clients don't do reality TV, don't do reality TV, don't do reality TV, and it's not a Bravo curse. The feds were investigating Jen
no.
Shaw for 10 years prior to
Yeah.
her even coming on to the Real Housewives. Do you know what I'm saying? Teresa had broken the law and had
Mhm.
been lying
Yeah.
about these home applications before she was on Housewives. Okay,
Yeah.
like
He was like literally. I thought I said like guys, not the first time they fucking got. They committed mortgage fraud. It's literally just the first time she got caught. You
right.
know, like we all did it. Unfortunately, it just
Um, and
she
so it's
just
like you guys
decided to
can't be saying
proceed.
this is a Bravo thing, this is a conspiracy thing, this is a Potomac thing, this is a targeted thing. Because somebody
Mm-hmm.
said, well, the way the police talked, it did kind of sound targeted. It didn't sound targeted. It sounded like they realized from the jump that this didn't make any
Mm-hmm.
sense. And so did their neighbors, because Tamara said on her podcast that she got a text message from Wendy's neighbor that was like, as soon as it happened, all of us were like, thought, we're saying insurance fraud because they live in such like a nice area, I guess. Like that sort of thing doesn't, really happen, you know? And it's
Yeah,
I
and the
don't
way that they,
know.
like the way they said they broke in, the people are like, wait, this doesn't look like a. It's
Right.
possible, but again, like
Right.
they like, we treated it like a burglary just because in case it was, you know.
And then she wore that like she was being disrespectful and this is what I think probably did her the most harm was like you can't be blatantly disrespectful to the police and if you're going
No.
to say that you were robbed, you can't turn around and wear your huge ring 2 weeks later to a White House Correspondents' Dinner. You know what I'm saying? The ring that you just reported stolen. That's so blatantly disrespectful to the police. Like they take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do
Yeah,
that. So
no.
I don't know if it was her ego. I don't know if it was him. I don't know if it was her. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's like, did you guys just come up with this while you were on vacation, get drunk? I mean, I don't know.
I
I can't
know.
figure it out. But I really believe that I think they were really trying to pump the books for their cannabis business so that they could turn around and sell it for more than it was actually worth. But again, if you're not, how are you not making money? And if you were able to get your foot in the cannabis, like
Mm-hmm.
you should be making money because it's a very
Oh,
I'm not trying to be
really?
mean, but it's a very elite like in Ohio where I live, like to put a
Mm-hmm.
dispensary, the application alone was $10,000 just to
Oh my
apply to
god.
open the dispensary in the county. So how many people applied? Three, because you don't get your money back, right? So if you don't get approved, if the county doesn't pick you to be able to open your dispensary, you're out the $10,000, right? So like there's not going to be that many people applying, number one, and number two, once you get approved, if you once you open your dispensary, now your prices are you're making triple what everyone else is
Mm-hmm.
making because product and demand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you
Mm-hmm.
can't tell me if he was like, you can't tell me how are you not making money? I don't
And then
understand.
it's like you get greedy, you get caught, and it's like I don't know if they just I don't know. Like I don't know what if wanting more is really worth like your
I
kid,
mean,
your education.
no. And I think they're in debt to begin with anyways because, honestly, it's kind of sad and this happens a lot is like, especially with people like our generation, like we were told you had to have a college education. You know what I'm saying? Like college, college, college when I was in school, like college this, college that. It wasn't
Yeah,
until I got a little older and realized like, yeah, college is great until you graduate college and you owe more money than you would if you bought a house and now you're literally starting your life off in debt as you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
and between
yeah,
the two of them, you might be very highly educated, but you're probably very much in debt as well for those educations. And that puts you that's rough. That's you know what I'm saying? You have I think they owe like $1 million in school
yeah.
loans. Like yeah,
That's what
I mean
somebody
all
said
those
that. Yeah,
doctorates, like that's a lot of money. I mean, you would think she would be able to get them for free from the university if she was a professor, but who
yeah,
knows? You know what I'm saying? And like his law degree had to cost him, I'm sure, a pretty, they owe on all that and then you have interest on all that that just continues to accumulate, and so
yeah,
what happens? Like my cousin, he went to this really great nice school, but he owed a ton of money when he graduated. Like was it worth it to I don't know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think it is. I mean,
I
honestly,
don't
like I
think
think
so either.
you have to make the decision every single day to walk out of that house and commit fraud, knowing that your family is at risk. Like you could lose everything. They could come raid your house with their kids in it, and it's
And you weren't
kind of
even
like
prepared for that. That's what doesn't make any sense to
no,
me. Why would you be so sloppy? That's what I'm saying. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. That makes
no,
zero sense. If,
and it's
even if
like
you wanted to like like if it went too far, if you will,
yeah,
hypothetically, you would be covering your tracks.
yeah,
The
but
fact that
the
they
whole
didn't cover their tracks at all is like that's where I'm like is some like what is it? Like, do you guys or do you feel that privilege that you could do this
that's
and nobody would notice?
I
Or
maybe like you just think that you're so spoiled and you're so used to just I guess maybe getting and doing what you want at this point. Like I don't know. Like why do you think that like people aren't watching you or they're not going to like suspect that you're lying to them? The cops like it's kind of like you wanted to outsmart the cops, huh?
yeah, but like even so, you would not. I mean, like the fact, like I said, they said one of the Gucci wallets was like from 2018. They went in and like returned it 2 weeks later. Like the stuff they were putting on these insurance claims, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I read somewhere that um they said because he has more felonies than she does, I think, and I
But
don't know
okay,
why that's is. I think it's because he was the one that was like actually calling the insurance and making the claims and doing like the legwork, which makes me feel like maybe it was more his idea than it was hers. Because again, if you are a legal person, like hypothetically, like I have a friend, they were growing a little tiny plant in their attic. It caught on fire. Okay, they had,
mm,
and of course the ambulance comes, the police, everyone comes, and this was like 10 years ago when it was illegal, and they had a little 3-year-old, and so they were like arresting the husband, because you got a plant, we're gonna take you. You got this little 2-foot plant, buck, turn around, cuff up. We're gonna take you in, charge you with a felony, and
yeah,
looks at his wife and was like, "Did you know about it?" And she, being like, a good-hearted person, she's like, "I just couldn't let him get in trouble, me not get in trouble." But the fact of the matter was, is that she should have not said anything. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's got to be the parent for the kid. Because now you're gonna have to deal with, you got felonies. You might have to deal with children's service. You don't know, and so you want to keep one parent
out of jail.
clean. Yeah,
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
jail, out of CPS, whatever, squeaky clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's why another reason why it's like, why did you guys conspire to like one of you should have been smart enough to do what PK and Dorit at least did, and like one of you set it up and the other one don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like I don't know. Why would you guys do that together, conspire together? Now you're both in trouble together. Now you're both indebted. Now you both need an attorney. Now you both got legal fees. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah,
way worse. Like pick
way
a
worse.
person and let them take the fall. If
Yeah,
it, you know what I'm saying? Like I, I I don't know because you're gonna end up divorced anyway. Okay, because you're gonna go broke trying to defend yourselves. Number one, like you're gonna go broke. Do you know what it's gonna cost legally to try to defend that? Again, it's just crazy. It doesn't make any sense to me. And
And it's like, especially if there's receipt, like they have all that proof on them, you know?
that's what I'm saying. So it's like you
Like,
guys are hitting a lot of. I mean, I think he has like 17 felonies or something. It's bad. It's bad. It's
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It's bad. It's
Did they
bad.
actually collect on those? Did they actually collect the money or no?
Some of them they
Oh,
did.
wow.
Yeah. So and
Mhm.
I don't know how Potomac's Virginia is, because Pennsylvania is like Commonwealth. It's like different everywhere.
Yeah,
But there's something about like it exceeded a certain, I don't know, something, because there's different stipulations in the law. There's different loopholes, and when you start dealing with number, like they can get you worse. The bigger the number, the more
yeah.
money. You know what I mean? Like that. I
Mhm.
don't know. And I had read somewhere, or I don't know if it was a blind item or something, but it basically was like, look for this housewife to turn on her husband, which that would not surprise, because here's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to infiltrate them. They're going to try to get one of them to flip. They're probably going to try to get Wendy to flip on him because
Yeah.
she's the mother. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if they could keep one of them out of prison, that's what they're going to want to do. You know what I mean? But you're not going to be able to do that
Yeah.
if you're married. Like, this is going to be bad. This is just the beginning. It's going to get very bad. It's going to be ugly. It's going to cost more money than they could ever even imagine. And
You
again,
think? Do you think that they know that they're
no, I think they're in
no?
denial. I think they're in denial. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's really hard to fathom prison when
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's hard to fathom prison when you're in the county getting ready to go to prison, let alone in the
Mhm.
real world. Like, you think that, you're probably making every sort of justification that you can in your head how it's all going to work out, and you're not going to end up in prison because prison is like the last
Thing
resort
you
and the worst
know,
possible outcome. But the fact is that one of y'all is going to go away for this, if not
and
both of you.
the fact that you didn't think about it, like you just thought that it would never happen. Like, I'm sorry, like maybe because we're older and we've been through this, like we know that it's not sustainable lifestyle at all. So
Mm,
like to just like really just not even think, like you shouldn't be doing a crime. You shouldn't be doing a crime like this if you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
right.
Like your business committing a fucking fraud if you're gonna be so fucking sloppy that your kids are now gonna lose both parents probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. It really is.
And,
And I don't know. I don't know. I don't have words for it. Like, Karen clearly had a drinking problem way before Housewives. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
that doesn't surprise me. Like, fourth DUI doesn't surprise me. But all of that's like stuff that, you know what I mean? Like, she's probably sick and suffering. You know what I mean? Like, that's a little different. Wendy and Eddie, like, come on now. Is really going on? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It doesn't add up to me. It just doesn't add up to me. I don't know.
I mean, that's why I said like me because at first I'm like, there's got to be something. Like I actually was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't like the whole like I'm and it's like I don't know. I don't like the whole gaslighting thing. Like
You're
we're
right.
all crazy for being concerned or talking about it or like.
Right.
I mean, I'm not. I know guilty and proof or not. I'm not single proven guilty, but it seems like there's a lot of receipts
Right.
that they. I don't think they would lie about. And oh, and and fucking Todd Chrisley too. That's another one. Like
Mhm.
they were frauds before. Like they were frauds before. Oh my god, I can't. I'm watching. I just ended up on Zach vs. Live's Instagram. Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, guys.
Be
So I put
careful.
the link for the live in this chat, so everybody
Okay.
gets a treat. It's not the live's not going to stay up. But this is just a free recording for you guys, and then it's going to go into Lance's Patreon. But you guys should come and listen why it's out, why it's fresh.
Mhm.
And I don't. What I was going to tag Joey Gorga, but I don't know if I should. Mm.
I don't
I mean,
know.
I kind of want him to know that you're doing it. Like I kind of, unless he does, I don't know.
Send it to him in a DM.
Okay, there you go.
If you send it in a DM, don't send it yet. Make me
Okay.
nervous if you tell me. Can
I really? Oh my god.
you tell
Okay.
him that I'm in love with
Yes.
Anthony?
Yes.
Tell him I love Anthony. I love him so much. I can't help
Is it
it.
cool?
Oh, I wish I would have been single. I missed the opportunity of a lifetime because I was
No.
fucking trying to be a faithful, loving fiance, and I should have said, "F that man." What's your number,
I
Anthony? What are
know.
you doing tonight?
I know. He's cute too. He's really cute.
He's so cute.
But
I love him.
yeah, but he could still be single. He could still be single.
I mean, he still could be, but I just feel like, I missed my opportunity and
Yeah.
it's fine, I guess. I'll just forever,
I mean, he might be at the Joey show if you want to do a
Yeah,
show.
I know,
We should go to.
I know. I don't know. I know, but I feel like they would have to be like local because I feel like he probably doesn't. I don't know if he like goes out and about like that. I don't
Well,
know.
whoever it is, maybe the New York one. I'm gonna see if Joey's gonna get
When
New York one. But
they
are
have a
you
New York.
guys on good terms?
Yeah, I
Or
think so.
excellent.
I think
Okay.
I'm on good terms with the Gorga. I
I
mean,
hope so, because
I
I can't.
apologized for, like everything. And, I think that they understand, the way Teresa can move and manipulate and you know what I'm saying? And I think that they were just thankful that the truth was like coming out. You know what I mean? So they were like grateful for just, like the truth coming out. And so they at least had a little bit of like respect and decency that we were, trying to wrong a right, if you will,
Yeah.
with everything, and yeah, I don't know. Like I don't I mean I'm good with her and I feel like if I'm good
Good.
with her then I got to be good with him because,
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, definitely. Because I think like not that he's used to his sister, but I just feel like I feel really bad that like Melissa had to fuck it up his sister-in-law like her. And it's like
yeah.
you can't imagine having that. You try, and I'm not taking a complete blame off of them. I just feel like it's a retaliation back to Teresa. But like when you start out showing us that like you think she's a stripper, like that you're that
Mhm.
fucking shady to your brother, and then you're telling all his family your family fucking secrets. But what are you doing? With
Mhm.
secrets, by the way? Like if there isn't any, I'm just saying if there was, who the fuck are you to tell
Mhm.
them this? You're the
Yeah.
closest person to him besides his wife. What are you fucking doing? It's a
Mhm.
fucking audacity. See, audacity. There's the
And
last
that's
guy.
like the thing. I think Teresa thought that Louis had money and that's what he made her think. And she really was just on her high horse and didn't think that she, you know what I'm saying, like would ever have to like, and that's why it's like kind of like, why aren't you mad at Louis? Like really, Teresa, if you like had two brain cells to rub together, like at what point are you gonna look at your husband and be like, a lot of this is your fault because one, you lied to
Never.
me about your financial position in life in general. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, I think
saying?
so. Yes.
and and yet again got me in a house I can't fucking afford. Okay. What is that
Mm-hmm.
called? Like house poor or whatever when you
Somehow
have a
before,
house,
yeah,
it
they
takes all
fucking
your
did it.
money.
I don't know how he was able to buy it cash, and then he
His
ended up.
business partner, like Dana was the one that exposed all that. Remember I told you Dana's smart
I
when it
I
comes to
know, but I
that
don't
thing.
understand how he was able to get the mortgage. Oh wait,
Well,
no, because
because
it was also like,
they put money up. The partner gave him the money as an investment to hide from
oh,
his wife because he was getting
oh Jesus,
divorced. Because
Jesus, I can't wait for
real
that.
estate is like a secure investment because you at least have something to show for it. It's different than if you went and invested in stocks and the stock market crash. Like people invest in
Oh,
real, I
wait.
guess,
Like, but then what if he doesn't? What if he loses the house? Like, what if he doesn't pay the mortgage, Louis? Oh, to the
Well, I
LLC.
think because they paid it, there wasn't even going to be a
Oh,
mortgage.
okay. Well, then he mortgaged it out, though. Remember?
Yeah, that was after the fact, right? So I don't
Oh,
know.
so like
Like
you know
now
what? Like,
that could be sticky because you're right. Yeah, he's taken.
there she
Yeah,
is committing mortgage fraud again. like,
right. I know it's
I'm not
crazy.
saying it's not, but it's like they're walking the line of something.
Yeah, that's why do you think she doesn't have anything in her name at that house? Of course.
I really don't think they're legally married either, but that would become smart of her to do. But I'm not really positive.
I
I
don't
just
know if
feel
they
like
are or not.
I really feel like they didn't go to the courthouse because why would you? He was in the middle of getting sued at that point. By the time they got married, it was so bad. It was so bad out there, like with them.
Because he lied to her. Like I remember when they were like in Florida for Valentine's Day weekend and like something hit the press. I don't know, it was like Page 6 had caught like the same day that like something came out about the case with him and Vanessa, like he had posted something earlier on
Mm-hmm.
his Instagram. And she had no clue. Like she had no clue. She really had
No.
no fucking clue. And it just
Mm-hmm.
go to show that he was lying. You know what I mean? Just lying to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I
it's
think
like
he was.
again, he also lied about the fake patients and shit. Like he
Yeah.
said that he didn't do that because he did do it, and it was like no reason for
Yeah.
it. It doesn't make sense. What you did
Right.
it for? You wanted to see if she was talking about you because you need to get a restraining order, huh?
But here's
What?
what's even weirder. Why would Bo Dietl and James Leonard go like again, why were you guys all going along with that? Wouldn't you look at him and be like, bro, that's not necessary. We're really gonna do like That's what I don't understand. It's like, was they just letting him call the shots because he had the money and Teresa was paying them? You know what I mean? Like,
I think I don't know. He was kissing his ass just like he does to Joey Judice. Like, you know what I mean?
it's just
Like he
crazy.
thinks that because he doesn't think that Teresa's going to. I don't know. Joey Judice is going to get screwed over eventually in this too because like everybody does. Everybody does it with him.
I know.
So
I
you
know.
know.
I know. It's
But,
crazy. It's sad. And
but
it's crazy, to be honest. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like, are you, are you guys just like yes people? Like, is that like what's really what
that's what.
is it just?
Well, she was the cash cow at the moment. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And she
I
was for
know.
a long time, and she's easily manipulated. So oh, wait, why did I do that?
I don't
So
know. It's
like
just
she
crazy.
was. Yeah, I really do think that like we'll talk about Lincoln on there because
Yeah.
um anyway I put it for 7:25, so it's like
Okay. What time is it right now?
7:15.
Okay. All right. Well, then is it okay if we hop off here? I'm gonna get my
Yeah,
charger
jump off.
going.
I'm gonna go to the
Okay.
bathroom. Yeah,
Perfect. Did you send me a link, or am I supposed to send you a link?
yes, I sent it to you on email. I sent
Thank
your
you.
text message. Got it.
Thank you. I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Hi guys,
Okay.
I put the
Perfect.
link in there. Yeah, guys, get the links in the chat to come over and meet us over there. It's a free
Yeah,
treat
we're
episode.
gonna gossip some tea. We're gonna pull some
Yeah,
receipts.
I'm gonna be.
Yay!
I'll zip it. I'll try to zip it.
No, I want you to ask questions so that way I can
Okay, good.
explain it because like it's hard for me to remember what people remember and what they don't. So it's always good to,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All
Okay. All
right.
right,
I'm
come
excited to
over.
talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, come over. The link is right here. We will be there in like 10 minutes. And it was, like I said, it's the episode that's going to be for Jess's Patreon. And but still, it'd be nice to like, you guys get a treat and like, I should probably have members only. Maybe I'll ask her. I don't know. It's up to her because she's got all kinds of episodes behind there in the payroll that it's good. It's only $7 a month. But like she got so screwed over by them. You guys remember we had a podcast at the very beginning, and that thing happened with Joe, and it just became too much. And like, so she's had like so many other situations that like Teresa and Louie like just try to like, I don't know, monopolize everybody there. But yeah, we're switching over because Housewife Historian has a series on her Patreon. It's the Melissa's Old News receipts that with Teresa. And so she actually got the package of stuff from Melissa's Old News, and now it's in her possession. And she's breaking it down on her Patreon, but she invited me to be guest on there and to record with her. So I said, let's just do it live, even though it does go on her Patreon, but at least you can record it live and people can watch it live, and then I'll just take it off if she doesn't want it up here. But I mean, she has all kinds of other stuff back there too. It's more stuff than I ever thought. Like I knew she was fucked, but like, you know, I dropped a link for you, remember, like an hour and a half. I was like, I said we have to keep it to an hour because I promised her, it's her thing. She just got back on from TikTok and she's trying to get back and do the thing. But you got them going after her, trying to shut everything down like they did in the very beginning. But finally, she saw the light, and Teresa. But yeah, we'll be in there live. I was wondering. I was trying to read to see where you were, and I was like, you're tracking something. I'm like, what is she doing? But I figured you heard it anyway. Um, I know. All right, guys. I'll see you. You got the link, right? Right. We'll be over there in a couple minutes. Like, comment, subscribe, guys.